I've continued working on one of the two designs for the IR remote transceiver for controlling my Zoom H2 microphone. This design, which I expect to be the chunkier of the two, is using a LiPo battery and the Adafruit Feather 2040. The case here is revision number 7. It's printed in ocean green translucent PLA. It's quite boxy at the minute. I will blend some of the edges before the final version. I've made a 3-layer design for the case, which allows me to revise and reprint the layers faster individually. The bottom layer holds the LiPo battery and a switch. I've kept the JST plug, which adds a bit of bulk, but it allows me to separate the layers fully if there's a problem. The middle layer is a frame for the feather, which adds a tab under the PCB mounting holes. I've moved off of the breadboard, soldering the IR receiver and the 2.5mm jack onto the relevant pins of the feather. The 2.5mm jack is loose and floating for now, so I need to be careful handling the feather in this configuration. The third layer is the top of the case, which secures the 2.5mm jack. There's a round window to expose the IR receiver and a smaller adjacent window for the status LED, which will be more important in the final opaque design rather than this translucent version. Here the layers are secured with M2.5 machine screws. This allows good registration for the layers and easy to assemble and dismantle it. In the final print, which will be black PETG, I'll replace the machine screw holes with space for self-tappers, which will look neater. On the end you can see the USB-C socket, which is broken out for recharging the LiPo battery. The IR receiver is making use of the PIO capabilities of the RP2040, and the communication via the 2.5mm jack is using hardware UART. So here we have prototype number 1. It plugs into the remote socket. Pop. There we go. On the side of the thing there, and we power on the microphone. And we power on okay. So then let's see if we can start recording. So we have the remote control. There we go. So what's happened when I press the button is it's sent the command from the remote control to start the recording. It's listened for the response, which has told it the recording started, and it's turned the light red. If I press the stop recording button, it will send the command to stop recording. It will receive the command, the response to say recording has stopped, turns the light green again. Once more, start recording. And to stop a recording. There we go. Great. Thank you for watching and stay safe.